As a mental health therapist, I teach a lot of my clients how to navigate difficult relationships and also how to become more assertive, because being passive will get you walked all over and taken advantage of. And it's so important to learn how to be confrontational. And when I say confrontational, I don't mean that you have to be aggressive with people, but you got to know how to stand up for yourself, and you got to know how to check people when they try you, right? If somebody is saying something to you that you don't like and you know is disrespectful, you got to check them the first time.
If you are a girl who feels like I want to speak up for myself, I would love to say something, but every time I want to, I feel physically ill and I feel like I'm going to crap my pants.
Yeah, if any of those things are you, then this video is for you.
We're going to show you how to find your voice and how to speak up for yourself, okay?
Yes.
Because nobody puts baby in a corner.
Nobody. And before we get into it, I'm Cheryl.
And I'm Mel.
And we do all things self-development, glow up and becoming the best version of yourself.
And make sure you are subscribed to Remy TV because we are on the road to 10K subscribers. Become a Remy Rebel today. And before you ask, we are sisters,
not twins.
So we had a lot of people who had commented on previous videos asking us, how can they speak up for themselves? How do you talk back? It might seem very straightforward, but they find themselves in situations where they know they should speak up for themselves. They know they should be defending themselves, but they feel stuck and they just don't know how to navigate it. And they just really want to know what to do.
Yeah, I mean, I think, in my opinion, when it comes to talking back, it just really starts with your belief system in yourself, in my opinion. It's to the core of what you believe about yourself. Do you trust yourself? If people talk back to you, that's usually why you can't say anything back, because you don't even know if what you're saying even feels right to yourself.
Yeah, that's so true. I would say, guys, talking back is something I definitely just learned. And that may be surprising. Guys. People have always said, like, that's so shocking. Your personality seems so like you'd never let anyone. And you're right.
You do seem like a liar with that vibe.
Okay, well, anyway,
because it's like her vibe is so like, just like you see our videos, we're so straight up, but like she's literally the quite opposite. I'd be shocked if I didn't know you.
That's not me no more. Let's not get it twisted. Don't come for me unless I send for you. Let's not get it twisted. But if you asked me in high school, I would proudly say I'm passive aggressive, and I'm here to let you all know right now, if you are passive aggressive, that is a big problem. And
it's usually trauma response of some sort.
Yeah, and it's going to stifle you. I was someone where I would feel physically ill to have to speak up for something. Like, I feel so uncomfortable if something happens in a friendship and you have to, like, bring it up. Like, and even if I'm not in the wrong, I would always feel the fear that that person is going to flip the narrative. I was always like, I don't want to speak up because I know that even if I do, you don't hear me, you switch it and you leave me feeling like I am now the issue.
You're still losing. You're still.
Yeah. And it's just like, it doesn't feel good. I legit just.
But do you see how what I just said makes sense? Because you are saying that one little moment of them doing that completely flips your world.
That's why I brought it up.
Then that means you didn't believe in yourself.
That's what I'm saying. When you said that, I went, huh. That's why I was like. That's like what I would describe what I felt, was genuinely feeling like, why do I feel like I speak and it's going to be like, no, but.
Because you don't trust yourself. That's what I think. Exactly.
So, ladies and gentlemen, when you hear that, how does that feel?
So, like, what exactly could you be mad if you don't trust yourself? Like, I don't see the point of speaking up if you don't trust yourself.
So I think step one right there is learning to trust yourself.
If you are upset about something and logically it makes full sense and to your core you know it's true, what are we discussing here?
Yes, we have traumas, we have issues, we're scared, blah, blah, blah. But also your silence will destroy relationships. It will destroy you. I ruined friendships from that. Not that deep, but more so like friendships because I wouldn't speak up about something that was bothering me that they've been saying. Like all types of dumb shit like that where you could have spoken up in your relationship. There's multiple things going down in your relationship that's upsetting and hurting you. And you don't say anything because if you say anything, you think your boyfriend's going to flip it on you.
I want to say, if you fear what the person's going to say because you speak your truth also, because there's also that, it's not only not trusting yourself, you guys fear what the person will react, if they'll leave you, if they'll whatever. But then that's the problem. That's saying that you're not willing to love yourself enough to be alone if someone doesn't understand your needs and your thoughts.
I feel like that would mean that the art of talking back truly starts not just with believing in yourself, as she said before, but it's a self-worth thing.
Yeah.
Are you worthy of having yourself stand up for yourself?
And your needs.
See it like a courtroom. You are deciding you should not have a lawyer. You don't need a defense. You know how some people will say, I'll defend myself? You say, I'm not going to defend myself. I don't need a defense. You sit there and you let the other side just bash you, tell you everything that's wrong with you, and then they go, do you have anything to say on your side?
No,
Your
Honor,
Honor.
you can keep going.
You can keep going. He's right. Because you're like, if I speak up, it doesn't matter. That's like,
you're already admitting defeat. That's why I'm like, okay, well, you're just saying that that person's correct.
and that
Your
I'm not
point didn't
worthy.
make sense. You're not worthy of your point being heard. I think the biggest thing to me, you guys don't know how to verbalize the said issue yourself. That's why sometimes it's hard to vocalize it to someone else if you can't properly say what is it exactly that person did to upset you.
So maybe a good tactic for you if you're someone like that is to write down, if you have a notebook or in your notes, see if you even to yourself can write down what upset you.
Yeah, because think about it. Some people will be like, yeah, that person like did something, like, well, exactly what they did. You know, they just kind of like, they kind of can't really explain to you. They're just like, no, but they pissed me off. They just made me mad. But it's like, okay, but that's not going to help you fix the case in general if you don't have good points that really explain why you should be upset.
I feel like something that's really important when it comes to talking back / speaking up for yourself, that doesn't have to mean that you have to do that in a rude way or that you have to get buck. You can communicate with eloquence. You can communicate in a way that sounds very respectful
and calm. You can just
calm.
say your points.
Like the way I'm talking to you right now, I can express to someone that is bothering me that you are bothering me. Every day I come home, like let's say it's your partner, and this is something I would say once, mind you. I'm very upset because every time I come home, the entire house is a mess. This is something that does not make me feel comfortable, and I have expressed that it is something that I will not accept. And since I have continued to see it, I have decided I'm going to remove myself from this situation.
You see, though, how they have points? That's you having points.
I had points. I laid them out, and I told you what's going to happen now.
You didn't just say, oh my God, you're so annoying, and I'm just like upset with you, like annoying, you know, like it's just upsetting.
Now that's
obviously you don't feel like you can ever get your point across. That like, what can anyone do for you with that?
That's the bad way of talking back. Same situation is saying, oh my God, like you're so dirty. You're so dirty. This is why I need you to get out of my house. You're dirty as hell. Don't nobody want you around here.
Okay, but that doesn't solve anything, you know?
And then you're going like, no, but it's like I always tell them, and then no, but look at the way this isn't.
You communicated that.
No, or like vibes.
It's not clear, and you're making noise, and that doesn't help you.
Finding your voice isn't raising your voice. I know a lot of people grow up in homes either where people are yelling all the time, or you have always been ignored to the point you think you have to yell to be heard, understood, etc. Not the case.
No.
The art of talking back is being able to talk back without even having to get super angry.
I think it's important to be firm though in your tone if you mean business. If you want to stand on business, be firm with your tone and be clear on your stance.
Yeah.
I'm being clear. I'm so like, I can't help but express this enough because I think that's why I can tell you that I'm very confident in speaking up to people, because I quite literally know how I feel is pinpoint proof to me. Nothing can shake me. So it's like, no, this is my point. I don't have to yell at you because my point is clear. So guys, it'll take a lot of anxiety off your back when you feel confident in who and how you feel in a situation that upsets you.
It's true.
That's just really the facts.
Like sometimes it just feels scary. Like for example, you look at your schedule. This is something that literally happened to me. You look at your schedule. You suddenly have like one shift or no shifts. And you're thinking, oh my God. You could think you have two options. Oh my God, they're gonna fire me. I need to like run for the hills. Just
and not address it. Like I can't say anything.
Like they're just trying to kick me out. That's just what's happening. Or you could message your manager and say, hey, I've noticed this has been happening. I'm not sure if there's been some type of miscommunication that has led you to believe I'm not available for work. That is not the case. Could we have a conversation about this? Is there something you want to talk about with me about my behavior? Yeah, we're going to confront the situation, because why would I just decide that it's okay for someone to just suddenly mess up my income. You guys gotta have more self-respect. Because I'm thinking about my money, I'm thinking about my life, and I'm thinking, how dare you? And
So
that's where my brain is going.
There's self-respect there, though.
I go, who do you think you are? That's what my brain's thinking. Like, because if you have an issue, I could fix it. Why are you being weird? Don't think that you just have to take things lying down and we're just like, shit.
Yeah, and you have to have that self-respect in this to start to not take things lying down. Because a lot of women will literally be like, yeah, well, I guess it's my time, and start packing their bags instead of saying anything.
Guys, me speaking up made him pull me aside, and now my schedule is packed the next week because I spoke up. If I did not address said strange vibe, these people, and in your life, this person aside, will continue strange vibes.
And to be clear, though, you did stand on business. I will say an important tip: stand on business. It's one thing to talk back. Don't fold after you talk back.
Yeah, guys, like, as in, when I go to work, I walked by him. Yeah, you're the GM, so you ignored my message. When I asked this question, guys, he left me on red, the manager. So I go to work, I ignore you, I don't say hello, I do my job. I come to you to ask for where the other manager is, and when I need you for work, I address you for that. But he could see the way I speak to him is like, oh, this person's here for you. And
you're no one to me.
That he felt that I'm looking through him like water. And that's made him uncomfortable. And that's what led him to have a conversation with me. But the point is, I was not about to come in here all honky-dory as if this person has not been showing me signs of dismissive behavior that is disrespectful. So you got to talk back. Yeah.
Period. And stand on business. Like, your behavior, your demeanor needs to stand on business. I think that's what makes me very powerful when I talk back. People pretty much get very uncomfortable when I talk back because every part of my body language, my facial expression tells you, you just violated me to the core. Please account for this now, immediately.
I think you guys need to understand, if someone violates you, especially your character, and they are not right, they don't have the right to do this. Like,
how are you not upset? I think you need to be more upset. Being upset really helps fuel the fire. I'm just saying. Like,
someone is not allowed to come and then tell you stuff about your character, or say to other people like, this person is always so rude. If you're not, you can speak on that.
So I don't, and you like, either you don't care if people smear your name and your reputation. I like how I am. If I see a vision for myself, I know I'm a good person. I have a good heart. I know who I am, and I refuse to let anyone create my narrative.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm going to talk back,
because that is not my story, and I refuse to have labels on me. Literally, I'm at work, and I was in walkie-talkie, like we use walkie-talkies at work, and my manager tells me, oh, can you prepare something for this event, whatever. And I'm like, already ahead. This man had the audacity to radio me back and be like, cut the attitude. Can you tell me where the attitude was in that?
You said already ahead, and he said cut the attitude.
Does that not sound like an employee who's actually proactive in their job and telling you, sir?
Did he want, sir, yes, sir? Like, what were you? And another person will think, oh my God, oh my God.
Yeah,
and they weren't even rude, and you're just going to be like,
we're going to be like, and mind you, this is a public walkie-talkie where multiple people are tapped in. So I have self-respect because, number one, I know I'm a proactive employee. I'm doing my job, and I'm respectfully replying back to tell you I've already accounted for your needs. So how dare is one person calling me rude and making me feel humiliated amongst my colleagues on a mic? Do you think I'm going to take that lying down so he thinks that he can keep walking over me in future moments when he feels like it? Absolutely not. Yeah, and I always come with respect. One thing about me, I grew up to speak with respect. So when I know I'm coming with intention of respect, you're not going to come and put labels on me.
Yeah, we also had a mom that was always like, you talk back if someone says something to you.
Exactly.
Why would you just let them?
To me, labels is a trigger. Don't do that, because I know how I approach. If I want to give you attitude, baby, I don't need permission to give you attitude. I don't have problems give you attitude.
You'll know
so,
for sure.
You'll know. So don't be trying to tell me I'm giving you attitude. Immediately, I snapped. I said, excuse me, I wasn't giving you attitude. I don't know what you're talking about. He doesn't reply. I'm not done. I didn't get my rocks off. You think that's done? I stormed over to him in the bar where he's standing with all my other colleagues. I said, sir, who gave you attitude? Who gave you attitude? Who?
He said,
silence. Look, staring at me. I'm like, I just want an answer. Do you see how I came? I want to hear your side. Who gave you attitude? This person's stunned. Oh, I was just joking. What? Excuse me? You're just joking, so you want to humiliate me in front of everyone? Not on my watch, sir.
What's the joke?
I don't know, but today, it ends today. Don't ever in your life come and try to make me look weird in front of people for a joke, whatever the F you're talking about. So I start making, I'm like, don't cuss this attitude. And I look at him and I'm like, and I walk away.
So I hope that what you guys learned from this video is that the art of talking back is quite literally believing in yourself, knowing what you want to say, and then eloquently translating that information. If you know how to do those three things, you will never worry about speaking up.
Did I yell? Did I yell once in that story? And that was my boss, to be clear. I never yelled once. Did I? Sounds like I got my point across, right?
No. I mean, sorry.
I was like,
yeah.
I got my point across, never yelled once. But look how I showed you my facial expression, how I spoke. I didn't say one bad word. I didn't cuss. But my point got across quite clear that the whole room froze. So
it will always work better for you as a woman to say this without losing your cool. Emotional regulation is everything. And I don't mean to stifle your emotions. I feel like sometimes women are like, these women online get online and tell women that they have to mute their emotions because men won't like them and that feminine rage can exist. That is, like, I don't know. I've been seeing that reworked into a different narrative. I want to be very clear. We're not telling you to not have any emotions. We're telling you
to harness it better.
Yeah, and not to react emotionally.
In a way that's not in a critical thinking way. You need to be critically emotional. Yes. That's the best way to say it.
Yes.
Because you have to still use your emotions. I think I am a master at that. I can use words, but use also my tone to set my mood without having to curse or tell you anything. Yes. But my energy is demonstrating my rage.
I'm not saying for you to pull him aside and be like, it's actually really been upsetting to me that you play video games all the time.
You're rude, and it's not nice how I don't play video games. It's very disrespectful. I don't appreciate it. I don't deserve that.
I don't deserve it, and I don't want a partner who is obsessed with a screen. And if this is who you are, I'm not sure this is going to work for us.
Because I'm not going to play those games.
Yeah,
sorry,
you're going to play those games, but I'm not going to play these games, you know?
Do you see how like that I didn't curse him out. I made my point, and I was firm. I was firm. Not one time now my voice has been raised.
And he can't say that you're nagging him and attacking him. If anything, he'll be shocked. And by the way, you only got to say these things once. If these are in regards to men, say your boundary
wasting
once.
Your time. Say your statement once and dip.
If he doesn't, fix, dip. That's how you work. That's the art of talking back, because you shouldn't have to fight.
And I promise you that's with everyone, because to me, when I argue with people, what am I doing here? Wasting my beauty trying to explain who I am to you. That will be said once, maybe a couple times if you try to say some dumb shit to me, but I'm out.
Yeah.
My back is to you because you're not worthy of my time. And that is the most eloquent, classy thing you can do, because no, you're not a ratchet asshole trying to fight with people for hours to go and put your hands waving in the air. We ain't doing all that. Let's get our point of you, because you know who you are. I don't need to stay here to tell you shit. I said what I said. Goodbye. And
yeah. If this video was useful to you, please let us know in the comments. We need you guys to start with trusting yourself. Trust your experience. Write down the problem. And then even if it's hard for you, start with rehearsing at home.
And actually getting weird. And I think if you don't really know what the problem is, but you know you're upset, talk to your friends, talk to people to see, because sometimes they may see things that you couldn't see. And look, you done it all the time. You tell me something, I'm like, girl, no, look at this. You have such a strong argument here. And sometimes you may need another ears to give you a stronger argument.
Yeah. A lot of time, all it takes also is the confidence of someone else hearing the story.
Tell you, wait, you're not insane. You're not alone.
Yeah, like go and try to share that same thing that's bothering you
calmly
with
and say it to them. And if they react like you did, then no, winner, chicken dinner, you got a case here.
Like already think, okay, wait, no, I should believe in myself. No, look at her. She's already freaking out. I'm right.
She wasn't even there. And look how she's reacting. All the time I'd be like, maybe I'm crazy, and then I'll say a story and they're like, girl, you're not crazy. What the F are you talking about? That is insane. You need to do something about that. And I'm like, oh.
And the more you guys speak up, the more confident you will feel, because you'll realize every time you speak up that nothing bad happens. This whole time we've been thinking something bad was going to happen, and nothing bad's gonna happen.
If anything, people fear you. People get very scared.
They get more respect
because
for you.
they're like, oh, like she's not going to take anything lying down. I can't just slip and slide, do whatever I want on her in her life and just fuck up her life. Like, I actually have to be respectful.
So we really hope this video was helpful. Make sure that you like,
comment,
share,
and subscribe
to the Remy Diaries, aka Remy TV, your favorite YouTube streaming network,
where you'll never want to change
the channel.
Elijah Miller.